Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Chose Reviews, where I bring you a review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And today, we're going to be doing a short, sweet review on a Marvel movie, Doctor Strange. I just think it's going to be a short video because there's not much to talk about here. I am doing spoilers, spoiler warning, spoilers. I'm not going to go too in depth in this review or anything like that. It's just, this is basically the stock Doctor Strange origin story crammed through the Marvel formula of origin stories, you know. I've heard that from different reviewers, but it's what it is. With that, there's still some positives though. Of course, I think the dude's name is Cumberbatch or whatever. The guy who plays Doctor Strange is probably one of the best casted roles or characters in the MCU. I mean, of course, we got Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, and Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, and Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and all of that, and even Tom Holland. But I actually really think the guy who plays Doctor Strange is probably the most perfect for his role too. So yeah, shout out to that. And then the visuals of this movie. This movie's about a surgeon guy in the beginning. He's insanely good at just doing surgeries with his hands. The first thing you see kind of after they open the movie up with the villain scene, the first thing you see of this guy is his hands, and it's what gets crushed later on in the film. He has a terrible just accident, like an insane accident. I think he's fucking dead. But he just gets his hands crushed and gets beat up. And it's his everything to him. So he goes on this adventure, this path to learn this ancient magic shit in some place. And basically, there's wizards in the MCU now, as Thor I think says sometime in the world. But it's just yeah, we just have wizards in the MCU, and they basically make portals to other locations around. They create illusions and move things around. I don't know how they do that without other people seeing. I don't know how it works because the movie opens up with like the Ancient One, which is like this all powerful good person versus the bad guy of the film, and they're like on the city streets, and she's like making the buildings go sideways and do all that. But like, do the people on the streets not notice that? I don't know. Just weird to me. And again, the villain is very formulaic. I don't remember his name, and I've watched this movie twice. He is played by Mads Mikkelsen, and his motive is kind of true. He's kind of like right. Like he thinks that the Ancient One is using dark magic to keep her alive forever, even though she tells everyone else not to use dark magic, and that's exactly what she's doing. Um, so yeah, there's that, but they go about it all wrong. The guy has like 5 lines. He should have more lines. And when he does have, no, he has more lines, but when he does talk, he just fucking spews exposition. I usually never complain about that in a movie, but this movie really does that. Like the one time Mads Mikkelsen really gets to talk, he just has to spew his explanation for things. It's like, of course, dude. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty simple movie. Like I said, the visuals are great. Oops. The visuals are great. And really unique. It's definitely different than any MCU movie in that way, but the villain is kind of the same. You kind of get the whole asshole guy in the beginning, Stephen Strange, to not so much an asshole in the end. Maybe the accident was more of like a gift or a good thing, so he can get these powers and become a great wizard. He gets this relic cape that has a mind of its own that chose him, pretty much. And then the ending, like, final boss fight, in a sense, where Stephen Strange learns how to, like, basically set up this never-ending cycle of him walking up to this demon thing, it killing him, and he just keeps coming back alive and distracts that demon to, in a sense, until the demon breaks down and negotiates leaving. Like, yes, Doctor Strange will basically throw himself at this thing forever, so it won't attack the Earth, or it can just leave, and everyone can go about their day. Very weird, but very actually interesting, and I liked it. I am doing a terrible job of explaining it. It looks better on the screen, but it isn't some like badass fight scene, and all the fight scenes in this are just kind of okay. They're mainly just visually appealing or impressive. And like I said, I really like the actor who plays Doctor Strange. I think he'll have way better movies later on. And I still like this movie for what it is. I just can't think of too many other positives. I thought like the whole tragicness of the backstory is actually one of the better backstories besides probably the first Iron Man. And I mean, Black Panther's a good movie, but I don't think that's because of its backstory, its origin story. This movie, Doctor Strange, is actually good because of its origin story, just like Iron Man pretty much was, but just not as good as Iron Man. So for that, I am gonna give it a final verdict here of an 8 out of 10. It's just solid. It's pretty good. A little bit better than good for me, so I'll give it that 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of Doctor Strange down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.